I'm low-key disappointed that I've been missing out on Nicholas Sparks books. I've always saw A Walk to Remember in my school library or in a local library or even in like people's collection of books. I guess I was just judging the book by the cover because I don't know, it just never grasped my attention. It's been around for a while and I'm glad that I finally sat down and read it. And I have to say, it was amazing. And I'm low-key sad that it kind of took me this long, but I guess better late than never. Because Nicholas Sparks did an amazing job with being so descriptive in his writing. Like, I felt like I was really there in North Carolina, walking down the street with Landon, and he's just like telling me this story. Like, I just felt like it was just like I was there with him. Definitely when, Nicholas would describe the weather and how humid it is. And like, I don't know, I just felt like I can feel it. And even the pressures of living in a small town, he did an amazing job. He did an amazing job. Like, wow. And with one of the opening lines being, first you will smile and then you will cry. Don't say I haven't warned you. I didn't know what was in store. I didn't know how sad it was gonna be, how heartfelt it was gonna be, but that just made me even more intrigued because I do like young adult books, but now that I'm almost entering my 30s, I like the new adult stuff. It's a little bit more spicy. It's a little bit more on my caliber. But every now and again, I do love to go back and read, a young adult book, young romance, and just feel all nostalgic. So I didn't know how sad it was gonna be. Not until Jamie told Landon to don't fall in love with her if she decides to go to the dance with him. That's when I knew, uh-oh, she must be sick or something. And I didn't read the little synopsis on the back or anything. Like, I wanted to go in here blind because all I knew it was a romance book because when I added it to my TBR, it tells you the genre that it falls under. It was a young adult romance book. So I'm just like, okay. And that's all I knew about this because I read it on my Kindle. So when she said that, I was like, oh, uh-oh. Jamie Sullivan is my favorite character out of the book. She's an angel for real. She's just so unproblematic and kind and giving and generous. She wanted to make a change in her community and was taking action to do so. And maybe because she knew all along that she was sick, but just knowing that that's just how she was at heart, regardless of her situation, I can understand why all the adults in that town liked her because compared to all her other peers, they were just typical teenage kids and it was just annoying. And it's just like, ew, like, go away. And it's nothing wrong with being a typical kid, but it's just the parts where they're just like bullies and like very judgmental. And it's like, ugh. But not everybody is raised by a minister. So, and that's the thing, like when you live in a small town like that and everybody goes to church, it just didn't make sense why she was just such an outcast. But if she was just like them and was just perpetuating that toxic cycle of being judgmental and catty and petty, she would have been accepted. No second thought. I just don't get it. But when Jamie opened up about her future to Landon, what she wanted to do was basically just get married and have a big wedding. I was just like, yeah, like that just solidified that she's not gonna be here for long. The more and more she was talking and things was just unfolding, I was just like, yeah, she's sick. But when it came to Landon, he was a typical teenage boy, but I can tell like he had a kind heart because he didn't act as obnoxious as his friends were, but since that was still the crowd he hung around, he still was somewhat judgmental and everything. And like the way he would always like make fun of the minister, like his whole entire life, like freaking yelling fornication at him. And it would make sense because their family just have history together and it's not good history. So when they came together and was hanging out more and stuff, I was just like, I can see where this is going, because their family lines need to like heal their beef, because this was just gonna be passed down from generation and generation. Over time, it was just gonna get worse and worse and worse. My little brain was just like putting all the pieces together. Definitely when one of the opening lines is like, forewarned, I didn't tell you. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna cry. Like, I'm just like, why? So like I couldn't really just read the book to read it. Like I was just like dissecting every word and every sentence, because I'm just crazy like that. And when a book tell you how you're gonna feel, I'm just like, how you gonna tell me how I'm gonna feel after this? So obviously they're really trying to hone in on those emotions. I didn't really cry until Eric and his girlfriend came over to Jamie's house and like apologized to her for like how they treated her, and that did it for me. Like, I don't know why, but that is the moment the tears started to flow. And I was just like, oh wow, like just because so much was happening at that moment, because you know everybody has now found out that she had leukemia. It was at that stage where it's pretty fatal. So seeing how the town came together and how people are just realizing that she is just more than what they viewed her as. All the ways they was treating her, she never deserved that. So it's just like seeing like before she go, everybody finally come to their senses and being like, yo, like you're a cool, loving person. And I'm sorry I treated you bad. Like that just did it in for me, because my girl Jamie, she deserved everything, okay? Like she deserved the world. And even after she played the angel in the show, how people like shifted their perspective about her, like that was just like when they were like, oh, Jamie. And I don't know why people have to like go through like a physical change for people to be like, oh, I see you differently now. Like, what? That just shows you how surface level people are. Like, but the tears didn't stop, because once her and Landon got married and she walked down the aisle, Nicholas did me in. And I was just like, just boo-hoo sobbing, because everything that she wanted came true. Like, I know she's always wanted to be accepted by her peers, and that happened. She got to play in the play for her father. Her biggest dream was to get married and have a big wedding. And she had that. Like the whole town came in, people, you know, just oozing out of the church, you know, the whole thing. It was just so beautiful. And knowing that she wore the dress that she wore in the play, and it was just so wholesome. She passed away with a peaceful heart. And I'm about to tear up right now, because like, wow. So if you have loving feelings for someone, tell them, okay? No matter what form you choose to tell them in, let them know how you feel, because you just don't know how long people have here, you know? And nobody knew that Jamie was gonna get leukemia or get just really sick and pass away. Like, nobody thought, definitely at her young age. Like, people need to know how special they are before you don't have that chance to tell them face to face or at all. I don't know how this movie's gonna go, but I'm already feeling emotional. Or if the movie is at least as half as good as the book, then y'all gonna see tears today. Speaking of, let's get into this movie.
Hey, shh. You've been talking the whole time here. Why don't you be quiet? Hey.
I could not handle hanging out with people like this. Like, I get a little friendly banter, maybe a little teasing, but to be straight up disrespectful and rude and mean towards each other, not my type of friend. Talk to me nice, baby, or don't talk to me at all. And that's for everybody.
I thought I said be here at 10, but, you know, when I say be here at 10, I'm gonna be here, okay? You can remember that next time?
Like, why are we meeting up here? What's so important that we need to be here on time? I could see why Landon needed to meet a nice girl, because these are some losers for real.
Okay, here's the deal. You're gonna jump from up there into here. That's it. And you're one of us. Okay?
You gotta do some stupid crap to get into his little group? Yeah, y'all gonna have to hop in and freaking save him.
Landon, he's hurt! Come out of the water! Hurry up! Get over here! Come on! Watch his head! Watch his head!
It's all fun and games until somebody get hurt. My mom always used to say that, and this is a prime example. Y'all better not leave him out there. Like, is his dad not gonna be here? Like, is his dad actually a politician in this movie where he's not around? It would seem so.
Okay, I'm not talking to him. There's no way.
This has got to stop between you and him. You can't do that. You need a father.
He deserves a present father. Because how you gonna be calling shots from a distance? Nobody's not gonna take you serious.
Ended up hanging out at the cement factory, found Gephardt. You know, tried to give him some help, got a little spooked, and I figured I ought to leave before they thought I had anything to do with it, and I split.
That's so cold.
Nice sweater. Thank you.
What is this, Mean Girls?
If there is a higher power, then why is it he can't get you a new sweater?
I was too busy looking for your brain.
Ooh. That's a good one, Jamie.
Are you gonna go visit Clay Gephardt?
No.
That would be a no.
No one forced him to jump.
It's called peer pressure.
Exactly.
I know about that. You're reading that precious book.
Please don't pretend like you know me, okay?
Period. I like this, Jamie. Even more.
You don't care what people think about you?
No.
Good. See, the Landon in the book was more tolerable than this one because, from my impression, his friends was the ones that mostly annoyed me, and like him agreeing with them sometimes to fit in was annoying. But other than that, I felt like he had like a heart, or he showed more of his heart.
It's a to-do list I have, except for my life. Spend a year in the Peace Corps, make a medical discovery,
That's ambitious.
be in 2 places at once, get a tattoo.
What's number one?
Fall in love?
I tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I'm gonna be there opening night, front row, and you can count on it.
Real one.
With tomatoes.
Thanks, man. I need help with my lines.
Landon Carter's asking me for help?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pray for you. A request like yours requires flattery and groveling. You have to promise you won't fall in love with me.
Oh, they switched up many things. Typical, but interesting. Because she only says that line in the book when he asks her to the dance. And she seemed to have a nicer house than him when it was the other way around in the book.
Hey!
And Jamie goes to the cemeteries, not him.
Where you going?
Taking a walk on the wild side.
Come and see. This is my telescope. I built it when I was 12.
Okay.
Take a look.
Just building telescopes out here. That's Saturn?
Get it.
Get what?
That you're into all this stuff.
This stuff. I have my beliefs. I have faith, but don't you?
No.
It shows you have no faith.
Hey, Carter. So I'll see you after school?
In your dreams.
I would never talk to Landon again after that. Like, don't diss me in front of your friends like that. And then show up at my house after school? Exactly.
You're not in a good mood.
Like we could be secret friends.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like you're reading my mind.
Great, maybe you could read mine.
Off.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Landon, look, I thought I saw something in you.
Man, that'd be our problem,
Something
girl.
good.
That'd be our
It's
problem.
very wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. I just feel like I have so much in common with Jamie. Shoot, actually, she's even better than I was at this age she's at. I didn't gain all of these qualities about myself until my later 20s. You know, not caring what people think, being weird and quirky, and not caring, loving the stars and astrology and God and having faith. So, she ahead of me. But I wasn't like this dude named Landon either. Wow, how long has it been since he's been in a hospital?
I came to say I'm sorry.
Whatever.
I actually thought I wanted to be your friend, and now I have no idea why.
Good.
No idea.
Good.
All I know is you're beautiful.
Okay.
You're my only hope.
Okay, girl, hit that note. Is this where he falls in love with her? Oh. I wonder what her daddy think about that. Yeah, girl, it's just time to move on for you.
Fine performance, son.
What are you doing here?
Your mother told me about it. I thought we might get a bite after the show.
Oh.
Hungry. Landon, don't walk away.
You taught me how.
Oh. Parents don't like hearing that stuff, though. I guess nobody does. Oh, what? He's gonna approach her at school in front of everybody?
People can see.
Is exactly what I was saying.
I'm trying here, okay?
Trying what?
Maybe I miss spending time with you. Maybe you inspire me.
Try again.
Like bull.
Yeah,
Which part?
all of it.
Well, it's not.
Prove it.
No, the real reason why you're scared is because you want to be with me too.
Okay, somebody's projecting, but he's not completely wrong about the last part, because she do feel something for him.
We gonna get this party up in here jumping real right. Come on.
He wasn't ready for that Missy Elliott.
This girl's changed you and you don't even know it, man.
He needs some character development.
You'd be so beautiful if you knew how to do your makeup.
Leave her alone. Us naturally beautiful, confident girls don't need makeup. I mean, it's nice every now and again, but it's not a necessity.
Nice bod.
And she gonna act like she stumbled upon it. Yeah. The black dude loses in my book right after this.
I had no idea this was underneath all that.
Punch him in his damn jaw.
I'd like to ask your daughter to dinner on Saturday night. Listen, I'm sorry I haven't treated Jamie the way I should have.
Okay.
She deserves more than that. I'm just asking you for the same thing that you teach us every day in church. And that's faith.
Interesting.
I can't believe you asked my father's permission.
It's no big deal.
Okay, listen. If they want to, they will. That's for women and men. They will show up and make you feel special if they want to. And if they don't, they not for you. Unless you don't care about that kind of stuff.
Would you like to dance?
Sorry. I don't dance.
Ugh.
Please?
I mean, just do a little rock back
For
and
me?
forth. Maybe a little two-step. That's
Come on.
it. How romantic. I've never been on a date like that. Hell, a guy never even slow danced with me before.
1 foot there,
Okay.
1 foot here.
Okay.
Oh, she's in two places at once. London, you're winning me over already. That's so cute.
Rosebud or star?
Oh, giving her a tattoo, even if it's temporary. Stop. He's so thoughtful.
Where do you want it?
Don't show your shoulder. You know, they go crazy over the shoulder. Okay, that's enough there, Landon. Don't get too handsy, sir.
Jamie. I love you.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. He got the look in his eyes.
Told you not to fall in love with me.
Oh, yeah, she did say that. Oh, you gonna kiss in front of her house?
Jamie, say goodnight to Mr. Carter.
That's bold.
Jamie, your behavior's sinful.
Damn.
Can you find this star right here?
Sure. So, why am I looking for this star?
Because I had it named for you. It's from the International Star Registry.
Stop. It hasn't even gotten to the sad part yet, and I'm tearing up.
This is wonderful.
Like, that's so special. I want a gift like that. I was gonna buy myself a star. But when somebody buy you a star, that's so nice. It's crazy how we can buy stars, but... Oh.
Were you with Jamie?
Yeah.
It's different with her, okay?
It's different with her. It's better be different with her.
Yeah, you tell him.
What are you gonna do?
This is when she tells him.
I have leukemia. I do not need a reason to be angry with God.
That's tough for both parties. It's nothing like going for a drive to like clear your mind or just be with yourself. It's one of my favorite things to do for self-care. Not her standing there like that. And London is also proving that people can change. Sometimes we can get burned too many times and think, you know, people stay the same. But no, it's just those people stayed the same. They chose not to, like, change. But there are some people who have changed. And when you meet that said person, you won't experience the person they used to be. And sometimes those people that did burn you in the past can come back around and prove that they changed. It took time, maybe multiple years, but if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. Wow. Showing up to his dad's house crying? This growth, Landon. I'm proud of you, sir. Look at you guys. You go, Landon, you go. Is that the star she wanted to see? If a guy I'm dating is not this thoughtful and caring, I don't want it. Get out of my face.
Do you love me?
Landon, I think I'm falling for you.
Will you marry me?
Yes, Landon. Like, he has made all of her dreams and her bucket list come true. I'm not gonna tear up right now. I will wait till I'm old for a man that treat me like that. This is giving me newfound hope for love, romantic love in my life, because it's dry over here, y'all. But with Valentine's around the corner, I have faith that one day I'll be spending this time with a loving partner who makes me feel special. And that is A Walk to Remember, the movie. Now, to sum it all up, honestly, I love the movie. Obviously, they didn't copy the same exact story from the book. They honestly flipped a lot of the things around and, you know, kind of tried to make it their own in a way, but still give respect to Nicholas's story. But I thoroughly enjoyed both of them. This is definitely going on a favorites of mine, the book and the movie. I'm glad I finally gave this a chance. And I feel like I'm a part of the group now that I've read this, because I get it. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're interested. Have a loving and safe Valentine's Day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.